But I want to say thank you and welcome, and I want to sort of explain, because let me actually get a show of hands, and I think I'll be able to see with the lights the way that they are. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Who here, please raise your hand if this is your first BI Power Hour. Holy
Whoa.
moly.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat. Oh my gosh, I love all of you.
You did your jobs indeed. So the thing that we want to encourage, we are not going to say, please turn off your phones or anything like that. Take pictures, tweet, include the BI Power Hour and MS BizApp Summit hashtags if you can. It is always a stretch for us to get this session approved because no one will learn anything during the session. So finding the hour to fit this in when you could be doing something useful and productive is a challenge. Your feedback makes it possible. This session is all about the demos. We're going to show Power BI and other Power Platform tools being used for things that the product group and the people that design the features will cringe. We guarantee you will not learn anything useful that you can take back to your job. If accidental learning does occur, our lawyers say that you cannot, that we cannot be held responsible. I do want to mention that no matter where you are in the room, you are technically in range. So please.
Not from Matthew. Not from Matthew, but.
Wait, what do you mean not from Matthew?
You can't. You try and throw way back there. Let me see it.
I'll hit that guy.
Okay.
Not with a T-shirt.
Yeah.
But
we have runners.
We do have runners, but please pay attention because this is a more projectile-rich session than you're used to. We do want to mention explicitly that our legal team says that we have to add this disclaimer that all demonstrations appearing in this session are presented for entertainment purposes only, and any resemblance to real-world BI scenarios, living or dead, are purely coincidental. And with that said, if this has gone to sleep, that's epic. So we'll make this work. We'll roll with this.
All right.
So we do have a more complicated technical setup and no professionalism on the stage. So be aware that when things go pear-shaped, fruit is good. The first program manager that will be joining us today, or that is scheduled to join us, is Chris Finland. So you may recognize Chris from the Power BI paginated reports and report server. Unfortunately, Chris is not going to be able to join us today. So he was here leading up to this session, and he got pulled away at the last minute. So it was literally while people were coming in. So we didn't have a chance to remove the slides. So everyone say, "Aw," for Chris. And next we will say hi to Will Thompson. So raise your hand if you know who Will is. Yay. So raise your hand if you know what the Great British Bake Off is. Okay, so there are literally more people here who know Will Thompson than they know the Great British Bake Off. So Will, are you going to come out or are you going to leave me standing awkwardly here alone? He's not backstage. I also want to mention one more thing before I hand this over to Will. None of the presenters have seen their intro slides. This is actually a service that I provide as the MC of this session. So as they come out, this is the first time that they see how they're being introduced to the audience of thousands of fans. Do you want to take that back?
Nope.
No.
Excellent.
OK. So as Matthew so kindly pointed out on the slides, one of the things that I've been given the dubious honor of over the last couple of years is taking part in Gartner's BI bake-offs. This is a thing that they do at the Gartner Summit, where they invite a variety of different vendors on stage to show off the product, and they give us a data set beforehand and make us build reports and stuff. And I thought it'd be really cool to do the same thing here. But I couldn't find anybody from Click, and I couldn't find anybody from MicroStrategy, and I have no idea what's going on with Tableau and Looker these days. So unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to do anything. I've got no one to compete with.
I think I may know someone.
Really?
So is there actually a last-minute challenger who could come up and
there is a last
one of these bake-offs?
Hey, Will Thompson, I know someone who's up for the challenge.
And just wait till you see my over-the-top style Hollywood intro.
Wait, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the legendary paginated report bear.
Woo! So it looks like we do have a challenger. So Will has had so many successful data visualization bake-offs against some of the biggest competition that's out there in the market. How will he do today? So Will, what will you show us?
Well, I'm going to walk through a report that I have where we've got some really useful data that I found really fascinating when I was looking at it around bear attacks. As we all know, bears are vicious, savage animals. You know, we were looking at the number of fatalities caused by bear attacks over time, and you know, I'm really worried on stage here. You see, you know, I use Power BI and some of the great features in Power BI to identify that, you know, actually, it turns out so that the 30-year-old age range and males, they're the ones who are most likely to get attacked by bears. And in fact, it turns out that June is the month that you are most likely to be killed by a bear if you're in the 30-year-old male category.
Even though,
Damn right it is.
even though Chris isn't here today, do we know how old he is? Is he in that 30-year range? He probably is.
No.
No?
No way.
He must be in the 20-year range then, right?
I could barely get on the floor.
No, so it turns out, so June he'd be okay, actually, I think. You know, fine.
I'm coming after you, Prince William. Oh.
Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to show for the Power BI side.
Oh, okay, cool. So the latest, greatest tool, Power BI Report Builder, I wanted to show a report I created, and there was an important business problem I needed to solve. So my assistant here, could you bring that up and hit the run button there, please? So I wanted to find out how many hugs I would get from my very best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. Matthew. I love him so much. He is so wonderful. He's growing up so fast. Is this working?
Yes.
Are they buying it? Okay, good. Okay, so, and you see it refreshes every few
I see
seconds.
Steve shaking his head and wiping a tear.
Oh, okay, good. So it's refreshing every few seconds to show the latest numbers because, you know, auto-refresh, we had that 11 years ago. Where are you guys at on the desktop side? Oh, okay, just wondering.
We're
Just wondering.
working on that.
Oh,
We're
okay, good.
working on that.
You know, Bruckner did that in his spare time back in like 2007. Just checking. So, all right. So,
Can you do that for a power hour?
he may have. He may have. I hope you all think of my best friend when you decide on who's the winner of this contest.
So any bake-off has more than just one round, and I think that there's
What? Oh,
I think that there's some
crap.
some compelling functionality from both products today, so we don't have to make up our mind yet. But for the second round, after this simple visualization, let's see how these different tools can work with an analysis services data set hosted in Power BI.
Yeah. So my report is actually already connected to an analysis services dataset in Power BI. I'm using the Live Connect functionality.
Bear?
Well, I would. Can you connect to 2 live analysis services connections? in your
Yeah. I
report?
just go to get. No, actually, no, I can't do that.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mr. Adam Saxon, could you bring up the web browser there? Right. And there's a report called 2. You see that?
2 live.
Yes, 2 live data set connections. So you have to click on the report there, and then you're going to have to enter in the parameter values to actually bring up the report. So for the first one, could you bring up the you can't?
Yep.
And then for Will, you could finish off with do that, and then hit show the report. And then you could see a comparison of our Twitter feeds here. So I have Will's last tweet that he tweeted out just before coming on here, and then a picture of me with some of my friends yesterday. So Will with some very topical information that was very helpful. Thank you very much, Will, for pointing that out in terms of
Wow, boy, this is really getting close. And
Yes, it really is.
It shows how both of these tools can have some significant impact for these vital, real-world scenarios.
Yes, that's right.
So we've got a third and final round. So what we really need to do is we really need to show how DAX, this powerful expression language that is the foundation of the tabular model, how does DAX fit in? How powerful can DAX be inside one of your solutions?
Yeah. So I was looking at the number of fatalities caused by bears, and I came up with this BAPINA metric that you'll see at the top. This is the bear attacks per person in North America. So as you can see, 0.0000008. I think, vicious animals, clearly savages. And this was indeed
when you were saying not, was that a stutter?
Did I stutter?
Do you speak American?
Oh, nice one, my friend. Can we get a USA chant going in here? Anyone?
Any other Brits in the audience want to back me up? No one? Oh, a couple. Okay, yeah, good. We did get quite good.
Quiet
Yeah,
down,
but as you can
Nigel
see,
Farage.
this is a really heavyweight DAX formula. We can do some really clever calculations like dividing by 360 million. Really, really powerful formulas like that.
And how about for the bear? What sort of DAX support do you have?
Really? DAX? I thought we agreed we'd have no DAX in this. I'm choosing to assert my privilege as an American citizen and plead the Fifth Amendment. I will not answer any questions.
As a citizen, I guess you can do that. Well,
yeah, can you do that?
Does Power BI Desktop and interactive reports have any Constitution or Fifth Amendment?
Any Fifth Amendment? No, we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't know if that really lends well to the strength of your solution.
Maybe not.
So we've gone through 3 rounds. This may be the most closely contested bake-off ever. And what we'd actually like to do is we would like to ask you, our audience, to be the jury for this bake-off. And we would like to use an audio signal, a very high-tech solution to allow you to vote. So only vote once. But if you think that Will Thompson's presentation of interactive reports in Power BI and Power BI Desktop, if they should win this bake-off, please cheer now.
Pretty good.
What do you got?
And if you think that Paginated Report Bear and his delivery with paginated reports inside of Power BI should win this bake-off, please let us know now.
That's very close, very close. How are we going to break this tie, Will?
How are we going to break the tie?
Do we have a mechanism for breaking a tie? I think that we might have an expert judge.
We have the one that has the final decision.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Arun Ulag. I'm the General Manager of the Power BI engineering team. I want to congratulate both competitors on their efforts today. It was truly inspiring to see. However, based on my completely impartial observations, its Paginated Report Bear is the clear winner of the this year.
Congratulations,
So
Bear.
congratulations, Paginated Report Bear. You truly inspire us with all of your efforts.
Can you cut it off now?
Is that good enough? Good. Can I have my car keys back, please?
You were supposed to turn that off.
Thank you very much to Will, to Chris, Adam, and of course the true star of the show today, Paginated Report Bear.
Grab your laptop.
And we're next going to introduce the Thunder from Down Under. One of the newest members of the Power BI Cat team, and the one that makes us feel most self-conscious when we see this in Teams and the team meeting. And if you think he is sexy now, wait until you hear him talk. It's difficult for me to feel intimidated, but Phil does it pretty consistently. So let's switch you over, Phil, to input 6. Thank you, thank you, Adam. And actually, before we do this, I let my swag assistants know that I would give explicit instructions on when to throw swag, and thank goodness they're not listening to me. So we'll get some more prizes out there.
So we are on point. Yeah.
Me now? Good. Hello, Atlanta. Yo!
Oh!
I can't hear you. Yo! Nice.
Really?
Never encourage that behavior. Every time a Microsoft presenter says, I can't hear you, a report bear gets its wing. Anyway, that didn't work out the way that I wanted.
I've never actually had the opportunity to ask that of an audience. We don't have stadiums this big in New Zealand.
Neither do we.
I'm from New Zealand, by the way, if you obviously couldn't tell from my accent. So I've traveled the furthest for this. I really enjoy coming to the US. One of the things I really like about the US is your TV. I watched a documentary last night for 2 hours just on how ships are built. It was riveting. The other thing I really like about coming to the US is the respect you have for wearing T-shirts. I didn't appreciate this. Again, I learned this in a documentary. It's enshrined in your law, the right to wear T-shirts or the right to bear arms. This is fantastic. Now, I did have more jokes.
I feel less good about my appearance with Phil on the team, but I feel much better about my sense of humor. So there's a balance there.
Yeah, I'll stop there.
How many kids do you have?
Yeah, too many. Yeah, dad jokes, I could go on and on and on, but I have a time limit. Let's stick to that. So what am I going to show today? So before I started work with Microsoft, I used to do consulting and I used to work with businesses, and quite often I would be confronted with data that looked like this. You've probably all seen it. I mean, I'm simplifying it here with X's, etc. And they would say to me, we need you to work your magic with Power BI. I want you to turn this data into an insight. I want you to give me the best way to visualize this data. So what I came up with was, we need to find a visual that's the best way to navigate this maze of data to find the insight. And I'm going to show you here what I came up with. So that same data file is a CSV file. I've sucked it into Power BI. Now, we talked about you're not going to learn anything from the session. You will learn something from this. It's how not to use Power BI. And we'll come back to that. So if we jump into it, here we go. So that's that same data set, and we're controlling this little character in the middle, and we are navigating that maze of data.
So you were here when we first announced our new capabilities for data exploration.
I'm just trying to zoom this out. Cool. So, and you can actually, you can create your own CSV files. Now, this was good fun to build. But I wasn't finished there. This is not, the customers were they weren't happy with this. And I did what any good BI report should do, make it 3D. So here is that exact same data set in 3D. And you probably can't see, if I zoom in down here in the corner, where this little red arrow dot looking down the corridor, down the top, eastwards down the top of the maze of data. So let's just navigate this and have a bit of a look to see that this is working correctly. So there we go. So this is what every BI report using Power BI should look like. And
so we should probably rebrand it as Castle BI or Power Wolfenstein, if the 90s taught me anything.
And this, I think, would help Amir navigate the hallways in the Avanta building.
Yeah. We could all use that.
And we can fly up in the air and do all those sorts of good things. So that was good fun. And yesterday, I decided to have what could make this even better. 3D absolutely has to be 3D. And I really want to drive through the data. So what I did was I adapted the report so that we can drive like a car. It probably doesn't look as nice as I was hoping to, but...
Are those steering bookmarks?
These are steering bookmarks.
That's what they have on the other side of the road down there. They're just clicking frantically.
So I don't have sound connected to this, but you can imagine the real vroom, vroom, vroom of this. So I completed this work late last year, got a phone call out of the blue. It was our boss, Mark McGear, saying, hey, Phil, do you want to come and work on the cat team? It's like, why is that? Why do you want me to come and work on the cat team? It's so you stop abusing our products. We don't do this, because I was blogging and people were doing that. So
it is good to have you on the team, and I promise that now that he's on the team, he will never do horrible things like this to Power BI again, because we're going to keep him too busy.
Yeah, I can't promise that. I can't promise that. So that's all I have for you today.
All right. Well, thank you very, very much.
Amanda.
So for our next presenters, we actually have 2 members of the Power BI product team who are joining us. You probably know Amanda from both the videos and the blogs for our Power BI desktop releases. She does a lot more than just this, but that's one of the public things that she works on. And Justina, of course, is the mad genius. Oh, she'll be mad by the time that this presentation is done. But the mad genius behind a lot of the AI visualizations. So if you like the key influencers, and if you loved what you saw about that decomposition tree earlier in the week, she is one of the moving or the moving forces. There's a word that I'm looking for and I'm not finding. She's the AI
She moves mountains.
thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
Oh, I plugged
And
7.
oh, you're in 7.
I'm
7.
sorry, I just grabbed
7.
one.
That's okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Light?
All right. So I'm just going to get started. So before we start the actual demo, I want to give you a little bit of history so you can see how we arrived at this really revolutionary product that you're about to see.
It's magical.
Yes,
Truly
very magical. So first we have to go back in time, way, way, way back to when I was in college. I went
5 years.
6 now, 6 years. And I went to really the best school in the best
Go
state.
Texas.
Woo! And
Why are all the Texas people sitting together? Did no one else want to sit with you?
hey,
Oh.
everyone else is just jealous. So I went to the best school in the best state, and I had some really great friends there. And they really introduced me into this magical world of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And theoretically, there should be sound playing right now.
Oh, are we doing dance? Okay.
Raise your hand if you know all the words.
Little So, My Little Pony, and I'm not going to make you listen to the whole theme song, just so you know.
Can I jump in with something real quick?
Yes.
We had actually written Power BI lyrics for this theme song with the plan to have multiple presenters sing it with the different roles of the ponies that they represent. And we have seriously, without any, we're not making this up, we have done this. The lyrics and so on exist.
Matthew
The
wrote
logistics
them.
were too tricky, so we had to fall back to the video.
The video, yes.
Sorry, guys.
And so, I was introduced to this world of My Little Pony, and additionally, I learned that there's actually like a whole culture around adults loving My Little Pony. Like if you look up, they're called bronies. This is a thing. They're fans of the show, often males. And like this is a real like cult thing. Like there's videos of, adult men singing songs.
Pegasus has rainbow hair and the cutest cutie mark, and Applejack is the strongest mare, always working so hard, and Fluttershy has totally got that Maryland vibe going on. But when it comes to the beauty prize, Rarity's already won, and Pinkie Pie's excitement could fuel a jet plane. But Twilight's the nerdiest, and that goes a long way, but I don't have a favorite pony, because I've never seen that show, and I
could
don't have
pause it. Okay, moving on. Could not get that to work, but okay. So, there's this whole culture around My Little Pony. And, college wasn't just fun. I didn't just learn about My Little Pony. I had a very busy schedule. This is my actual college schedule, by the way. I took a picture of it for some reason and saved it in my phone for 6 years, because that's normal. And one of my classes back then was information storage and retrieval. And the whole class is basically like taking Mars tweets and doing stuff on top of it. And
were you the only one who was really disappointed when information storage and retrieval is magic was canceled? that was my favorite show in college.
Yes, it really was. And we got to build our final project, we got to pick our own topic and build out something. And so my partner and I, Ben, we decided we wanted to build something that was, really was going to improve the world, make a difference. We're bright, young students who want to make a difference in the world. So what we built was the Pony Placement Project. This is like actual UI that I built, by the way. The Pony Placement Project was all about being able to discover your inner pony. You would take in your tweet, we would take in your tweets, and then we would tell you, based on everything you said, in your Twitter feed which pony you're most like. And this was by the way, this is the actual UI. I built this. I don't know why Power BI team didn't actually hire me as a developer. I mean,
Yeah,
they missed
clearly.
out. This could have been the Power BI UI. And I don't get it.
That light theme could have been the pink magical
Yes.
theme. So.
Yeah, so there was a missed opportunity here. We built this project and it was great. Everyone loved it. But then, we graduated, we moved on. I entered the corporate world. I spent all my time helping people build pie charts, and the project just died. The project died. It stopped working. But I always knew in my heart that this was something that needed to come back. The world needed this. And so what I did was I took the lessons I learned from My Little Pony. I learned that friendship was magic, and therefore I was going to pull in all of my friends to make this happen again. I found Justina. She is a super smart person. I mean, she went to Oxford, not the whatever lame random college Will went to in the UK. She went to Oxford.
I'm sorry.
So I knew she could come up with a brilliant model that could...
Will went to Hogwarts, didn't he? Will has sworn to me that he went to Hogwarts. That's the only reason that I...
So Justina could build the model. I pulled in, I happened to know one of the guys, Miguel, who built out custom connector code. I pulled him in to get the model. It connected to Power BI. I have my friend Chris build out beautiful reports. And now today, with all of my friends, we are very excited to announce that the project is now live. You guys can go in now at this link. Please do it because it's boring if you don't do it on your phones. Go in and you can enter in your Twitter handle and then we will tell you what pony you are. And so I've already run some of the people on the stage here. And so
why don't we pause for a second? Everyone do this.
Yes.
We're going to stop. If you have a Twitter account and your phone is not off, hey, it's that guy. Get out your phone. It's aka.ms. They can't see it
I know.
anymore.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Pony Placement Project. I see thousands of people who
are not doing
finding their inner pony.
I'm looking at you.
And that's not magic.
And yeah, I would just like to point out there is a real machine learning model that has been built. This is my first BI Power Hour. I thought I was being invited on stage to talk about textual analytics.
Yeah, could you guys please take stuff?
And,
if you see someone actively on their phone, give them something. And the rest of them, take something away.
And yeah, how you can build machine learning models, but apparently that's not what we're doing here. But we've collected thousands and thousands of transcripts of My Little Pony, recordings, and we went ahead and created this model. It's running a decision tree. So we've built up a whole linguistic schema of pony vocabulary so that you can truly learn which pony you really, really are. So let's go ahead and see if there's anyone.
Yeah. So first I wanted to let everyone who is presenting here know what pony they are. And so first I would like Justina, you to know that you are a Twilight Sparkle.
Wow. What does that mean? Is that a good thing?
Yeah. By the way, Justina's never seen the
about
show, and yet she's on the stage. So Twilight Sparkle, she is the smart pony who cares a lot about friendship. So that's a big honor right there.
Awesome. Yeah.
And you know what? I like to put on my badge of honor of the Fluttershy. I am Fluttershy.
That totally does not surprise me.
She's the sweet, kind pony who loves animals. She teaches everyone about kindness.
I would just like to point out, the accuracy of the machine learning model at this point, clearly. and how about Matthew? Who do we have?
Oh gosh, I forgot to look for Matthew. He is somewhere in this mess of people presenting. In the meantime, though, I would like to share with Adam that he is also a Fluttershy, and he should know that.
That's because we're both from Texas.
I would have thought Adam was a Pinkie Pie.
No, he is a Fluttershy.
I would have thought I was Dr. Hooves, but,
If Will could join the stage real quick,
Will's
along
a
with
Hufflepuff.
Phil, they also are Twilight Sparkles, and they need to don their masks.
Oh, man, I will get a picture with
Wait, you gave him for his daughters, but my daughter, I get it, not my daughters?
You can get that to your daughter.
Oh, I have two.
Oh, that's great.
But he only gets one too.
Sorry, I thought you said Phil and...
Yes, you're doing it right.
Yeah?
You're doing it right.
Oh, look at
Patrick,
that.
Patrick, come up here.
And no one's taking photos, I hope.
Sure, no one's taking photos.
You get the honor of being Rarity. She is the pretty pony. She is a gorgeous pony who also is very generous.
Patrick.
So it's a good.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, it's a big one.
I will say that these masks were designed according to the Amazon page for 11-year-olds. So.
And remember
it's
how
a-
I said at the beginning that we hadn't seen the other presenters' demos before they were going live? Do you believe me now?
Additionally, good thing Chris is not here because he got Spike, which is not a pony, so he doesn't get a mask. He's also, by the way, Spike is also the assistant to Twilight Sparkle, so with Will and him on the stage. But I would like to point out that Paginated Report Bear is a rarity. And if he's around, he can come and claim his mask. I don't know if he's coming or not.
He lost the bear.
I think the bear has left the building already.
he's
Okay.
after him.
Rock stars don't stick
Maybe
around
Will's
when the show is
report
over.
got the bear? I don't.
He's tired after the report battle.
Yes.
Too tired. So we actually have a pretty good distribution here. There are a few ponies that aren't represented on the stage. So for example, there is. Let's see, man, look at you guys go.
We've got the bear now. We woke him up from his slumber.
Oh, the bear. Hi, Paginated Report Bear. I wanted to let you know that you are a very pretty pony, and you get to have your mask.
I came out for this.
There's a few names I recognize.
But you look so pretty, though.
Great.
Oh.
That is a good look for you, Pagy.
Oh, wait. Picture. I don't need that.
So I did want to call out because we don't.
But
I will find you.
it would reduce it.
We get to you at the end. We're gonna get to
is
you
it
at
the end yet?
No, it's not the end. You have to wait.
I'm waiting.
You have to wait. I do
Waiting
want to.
patiently.
I want to call out.
That's fine.
I do want to call out a couple of people from the crowd because we don't have all the ponies represented here. So, for example, one of the ponies we don't have the stage is Rainbow Dash. She's the loyal and athletic one. And so congrats to, let's see, who is Rainbow Dash on here? There's Nick Kennedy. Congratulations, wherever you are. I don't know
Kennedy,
where you are.
Do you want to come get you a Rainbow Dash mask?
Someone should run you something. Here, give this to Kim to run.
Kim,
to him
get a
again.
photo with him. Make sure you get a photo of him wearing the
you
mask.
should be
Don't let him go
proud
without
'cause
taking a
you are
photo.
an athletic.
Run him down.
pony.
Tackle him.
Bring him down.
Come on down.
Gentleman in the blue shirt. Gentlemen.
You can move faster than that. It's okay. Or not.
And somewhere in here,
We've got an Applejack right there.
where
Well, he's not here. We can't give him a mask.
He's here in spirit.
I'm not seeing anyone in the audience that is
Unbelievable.
an Applejack. Oh, wait, right here.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, don't think he's
Not
actually
here, not here. But just in case you're curious, he is an Applejack.
It's an easy mistake to make.
He is an Applejack. That's the hardworking and honest pony, which I think it's very sweet. And so
That looks like test data to me. That these predictions are so solid.
Hey.
Every single one has been sped on. Are you sure we're not?
No.
This is legit machine learning, in the works. So we also have a quiz for you guys.
yes. So before we get to the quiz, I do want to just point out that there's also a beautiful report that has been built out with all of the test results. And you're going to be able to, it's not live right now, we're going to put this on the Data Stories Gallery. So all of you can go and figure out who your inner pony is. And you can click on any of the individual ponies and be able to see a description of who they are. You could see who else is that pony. So, Weird Al is also a Rainbow Dash. Good to know. You can see who else is just like you. And we would like to wrap this up with a game of Guess the Pony. And so we have these eight different people,
You have my attention.
and we're going to guess who they are. So we're going to first start off with Justin Bieber. Does anyone, say out loud, who do you think Justin Bieber is?
Rainbow Dash. Okay,
Rainbow
everyone
Dash? I
for
heard Rainbow Dash. Okay, so let's see who it is. He's actually a Fluttershy. And I guess that's just like me. Fun fact, also, when I was testing this, Eminem, the rapper, is also a Fluttershy. So we have a very diverse group in the Fluttershys. We also have Elmo here. By the way, if you aren't following Elmo on Twitter, you should. It's very heartwarming. I love following Elmo. Anyone want to guess who Elmo is? Yell loud. Rarity? I hear lots of rarities. Close, but actually it's Pinkie Pie. So
I did not see that one.
This one is...
And Matthew has to guess this one.
Yes, this one's just for Matthew. Man-O-War. Who do you think the Man-O-War the band is?
Honestly, I've got to go with Twilight Sparkle.
You think Twilight Sparkle? Nope. It's Applejack. Sorry.
I can see it.
Are you sure you're a fan? Are you sure you're a fan? You did not know their inner pony.
I'm not going to show you my Man-O-War tattoos because they made me promise not to take off any more clothes during the presentation today.
Okay,
So
one more.
Amir is actually in the audience. And so I'm curious, Amir, do you know who your pony is?
Because we've got a mask for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, we did not know that they would be in the audience.
No, I didn't. So, does anyone want to guess what Amir Nets, our CTO, is? Who's his pony?
Pinkie Pie. He's
Pinkie
definitely
Pie?
Pinkie
You think
Pie.
it's Pinkie
Come
Pie?
on.
Pinkie Pie.
Nope, he's Rarity. He's also the pretty pony. And I wanted to...
Yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah. So this report will be live for everyone
Wear
to
it with
play. You
pride,
can guess
sir.
who the others are.
However you want
and,
to parse that.
On the Data Stories gallery. And so, thank you, and I hope you all know who your inner pony is now. Oh, did you already take? Sorry.
So next we're going to be joined by two guys who don't actually technically have cubes. So we have the smart, handsome guy in a cube, Patrick.
Oh, I'm here.
Say hello, Patrick.
Hello, hello. Hey, how's it going? Is my speaker not working? Is my mic working?
I think that your mic is working.
All right, my mic is working.
We also have the other smart, handsome guy in a cube, because I have to work with both of them, Adam. So,
Yo! What's up, man?
I'm just going to stand back.
You guys,
you need to stand back,
you
bro.
guys made me stand on the side for so long. It's about time you let me come on the stage.
Have you been on the stage before?
I'm not. I've been on. Yeah, you haven't been on the stage
just
like
know.
this. This is like old hat for me.
All
This is
right,
what I
all
do. This is what I do every day.
And by old hat, you mean old My Little Pony mask.
No, it's kind of tight on my big
It is a little tight.
It hurts a little bit. But I got booed when I didn't put it on, so I felt compelled to put it on. All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
All right. So we've got a problem, Patrick.
We got a problem. We got a problem.
Things got to Patrick's head a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's a big head.
Well, that's why that's why he's got the thing strapped to his head. Contain it a little bit.
Yeah. So what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. 2
About
years.
2 years ago,
We've
Adam
been doing
said,
a lot of stuff.
Adam said, hey, come join me on Guy in the Cube. I said, I may take over. I'm just saying. I'm just
And
saying.
He's trying. He's trying. And so we had a little, I'll call it a discussion.
A discussion, or maybe a debate.
A debate.
Of sorts.
Maybe heated at times.
At times.
Of who is really the champion.
Of the cube.
Yes.
Shall I lay the smack it down?
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And so we had assumptions.
Many
right?
assumptions.
We went to the great well of Twitter.
But the only assumption was that I'm the best. But anyway, go ahead.
Says the man who has me type his tweets.
You're my ghostwriter. That's right.
And so we thought that instead of, us just throwing our opinions around, we would actually invoke the power of Azure.
We would use data.
We need to use the platform. Microsoft needs to come in and help.
That's right.
Right? And so we wrote a little app. Let's be real. I wrote the app. Right? You watched. And so what we're going to use is we're going to use the power of Azure to load.
Hey.
What?
I'm not lazy.
I'm just efficient.
I just use my resources properly.
Delegation is an
It's what I call
managerial
delegate.
skill.
Delegate, and then take the credit. I'm a manager.
Oh, okay.
If Mark is in the room, be aware he's coming for you next.
Oh. Our next team meeting is going to be a little fun.
Hey. Right.
So we decided this app is going to go out. It's going to use the Azure platform to do its thing.
Yes.
and get us some data.
And find out who's actually the best.
Right, that's right. So let's go ahead and load some data up. We're going to go through the many services of Azure. It's going to go through, it containerizes things, it gets some flows going. There's many
SSIS,
flows.
look at
There's
that.
many
SSIS.
flows. No, this is ADF.
It's ADF.
We've got some Logic App stuff.
Yeah,
you know, it's going through. There's many flows out there.
It's
I get
working
confused
hard.
sometimes.
It's getting data.
Yeah, it's flowing.
All right.
It's flowing, right? All right, process is complete.
That was fast.
Right? That's because Azure's fast.
Azure's fast.
Azure's fast. The Wi-Fi may not be fast,
But Azure's
fast. All right. So let's go through the new desktop. I'm blind. It's a little bright.
It's a little bright.
It's a little bright.
Hey, Kim,
I'm a dark mode kind of
Kim,
guy.
we need the dark mode. Just letting you know.
Just go to ideas.powerbi.com. All right. So we're going to get some data. We're going to get our, it outputted
To a
data
CSV.
on my machine. So
Okay.
I'm going to go and load that up.
As the cloud is wont to do.
Yes.
The cloud does want to do. Normally I tell people do not hit this yellow shiny button that you are compelled to hit.
So ideas.powerbi.com
Yeah,
or
change
just
the
go
yellow to
and
edit.
change edit to yellow.
Change it. Go edit first.
Hey,
Shape
Will,
your data.
Amanda, change.
Shape your data first.
Matt Allington, are you here?
Yes. But I'm going to ignore my regular advice and I'm just going to hit load
All right.
because the data's so perfect already.
It's perfect.
Right?
Because that's what Azure
made it
does.
perfect.
Azure made it
It
perfect.
massaged it.
It got
into the right-
intimate
it
with
got
the data. It
intimate
got
with
intimate
the data.
with the data.
All right. And then we're going to go and get a custom visual because custom visuals are amazing. Right?
And you're doing this live.
I'm doing this live. Please,
You are a
brave man.
brave man. Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Here we go. Here's the marketplace. All right. And we're going to go get the timeline storyteller visual.
I haven't used that one in a
It's
long
so
time.
pretty.
Yeah, it's
I was
cute.
going to use that in my.
Sorry, you should have went first.
We saw you doing it.
And so we decide to be efficient and steal it.
All right, we got to wait for it to pop up here.
There it goes.
Oh, there it is down there. They
And
moved it. I forgot.
Yeah, they're all
They moved
fancy.
it. Look at that. You're messing with my demo, Kim.
Yeah.
All right, so let's make this big.
Yep.
And we'll add that data into the timeline, right? So we're going to add in category.
I don't know why we're doing this. This is easy.
This is easy. It's going to show
I'm
us.
the best.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Right? Oh, it's so pretty.
Wow.
Magical. It's got facets.
Ooh.
Start dates.
Oh, that's amazing.
Content text did not grab. Let's do it again. One more time. You ready for it, Patrick?
Yes. Wait.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. So we got all this data, right?
Yeah.
It looks like our activity has increased.
busy.
Right? We've been busy.
We've been busy.
We've been busy, but this doesn't really help us.
Well.
Right? So there's something, this facet thing, we can do that, and it's going to break it out between us. So we can see the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the
Yeah.
truth?
Wait, before you move it,
Okay.
does anybody here have kids? Does that look like the very hungry caterpillar to you? Did you plan that?
I plan everything, sir.
What is it going to eat on Monday?
Patrick. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got these layouts here. All right. Look at this. Look at this. The
That's
legend's
obviously
in the
me on
way.
the
Let's
top.
move this out. Oh, Adam's on top. Patrick's on bottom. Look at that. Oh, what's going on, buddy? Mr. Efficient.
So what I think is what happened here, what had happened was the data was fudged.
No.
I stepped away for a moment while you were building this demo,
Yeah.
and I think you did a switch in the measure or the calculated and said, if it's Patrick, Adam, if it's Adam, Patrick. I honestly think that's what happened.
I think
that's what happened?
Data Factory data flows actually have a transform.
That's what it
just for the
was.
Adam to
That's what
Patrick
it was.
transform.
Well, wait. There was a tweet out there, I think. You know what it says. Oh, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Hey, it's not too late, right? This only goes up to June.
That's all right. That's all right. I still have half the year.
What's going to happen?
We're going to predict it.
We want to predict it?
Because
Predictive
Justina,
Analytics.
we just use Justina.
All right, let's go back to
Yeah.
our tool. Let's go back to our tool.
Let's go back, because this is not right. This is absolutely incorrect.
Again, we're going to invoke the power of Azure
Let's
here.
do
We're
it.
going to apply some predictive analytics here. Did it click?
I don't think it clicked.
There we go. All right.
Go back to Power
We're
BI.
going to go in, and then we're going to go and we're going to Uh-oh.
You broke it.
It's
Is
not.
it locked?
It's locked.
I think
What?
you broke it.
Alt tab and
What's going
come
on?
back.
I think you should do Control-Alt-Delete.
Nope. No.
Open up the task
Turn
manager.
it off. Back on. Unplug it.
Reboot.
Oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
The future broke Power BI.
Is there an engineer here?
Someone.
Can someone help?
Power BI can't handle
The truth.
what's coming.
Can't handle the truth. Can't handle the truth. Because Patrick is the best. It can't handle it.
All right. Let's go. Let's ignore that. We'll
Okay.
just assume everything's going to work
Yeah,
out. We're going to be
gonna
fine. We'll make up because
Sure.
little ponies.
Yeah, that's okay, right?
All right.
We'll continue on in the cube,
There we go.
making great videos. Yeah.
All right. So let's get rid of that because
That was fun, though. That was fun. So we'll never know who's the best. We'll never know who's the best. The cube is the best.
yes. All right. And it was lost in the cloud.
It was lost.
That explains it. Must be the Wi-Fi.
It must be the one.
Must be the Wi-Fi. All right.
Or maybe they don't want us to know who's the best.
That's right. It's
That's
a
right.
surprise.
Right, it's a surprise, yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right. So the other thing that this application did is it actually went and got information about how the speakers and related folks think about Guy in a Cube.
I bet you. I'm going to say this.
Who's the most are real, the person that loves us the most?
I'm going to say this, and I mean to offend. I mean to offend.
Okay.
I'm going to look the way of all the speakers, and I'm going to say, I bet it's going to say they're all jealous. Let's go.
All right. So let's go in. First off, we have the most popular
There you
custom visual in all the land. And I kid you not.
I
when we
use this
move-
on every report.
Do what? Yes,
This
yes.
is visual. I
So
use
we've got
this one.
the little fishy. It's the aquarium custom visual.
Oh.
I kid
I
you
meant the
not.
gray one.
Back in the day when
gray one.
when we switched over, and the aquarium was a little delayed getting to the marketplace. I kid you not. Hundreds of people sent me requests saying, "Where's the aquarium?" I'm like, "Really? It's coming. Hang in there." All right. So let's go get some data.
I don't like that visual.
Well, 'cause you like pie charts though.
I like pie charts.
You do like pie charts. All right.
What you got?
Let's go D, temp, power hour, and we've got popularity. Here we go.
They all like us.
Yep. And we're just going to hit that awesome yellow shiny button again. Don't do that at home.
They all like
Only
us a
trained
lot.
professionals can do that. Otherwise, hit edit. All right, so there's two things we can do. First, we're going to drag friend into the fish,
Yep,
and then
all
we're going
my
to drag
friends.
percent into fish size.
Oh, look at that.
And then we got fishies.
They like us a lot.
Right? Fishies are wonderful.
Who likes us the most?
Someone's clapping. I don't know who. All right, so who likes us the most? That is Mr. Paginated
Of
Report
course he
Bear.
does.
Oh.
Yes.
Paggy
yes.
does like us.
That's right, because we do videos
Yes.
about paginated
I mean,
reports.
we got these other things out there, some small ones. There's this little itty bitty guy hanging out there. Who's that? Who's
that?
Chris Webb.
Oh.
No. It's okay. He's only a few days into
He just
Microsoft.
started. He just
he doesn't
started.
know.
That's
He doesn't
okay.
know.
That's okay. He doesn't know any
All right,
better.
all
He doesn't know
right,
any better.
The other thing, in case you didn't know, we are going to teach you something here about the most important custom visual in all the land. Did you know that if you don't like fish, it's okay? Because you can switch it to sharks.
Oh. What is it? But happy sharks.
Happy sharks.
Happy sharks. Happy sharks. Happy sharks.
All
Happy
right.
sharks.
All right.
Why would you do that?
What are you doing?
Okay, so real quick though, it did not include someone on the team. There was someone that was left out, and so we need to find the truth of someone that didn't like
Us.
potentially. We need to find out. Mr. Matthew, you were not in that list.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We lost this.
I don't care about that one. It's not us. It's you.
Oh, we have an hour left. That's awesome.
Oh, all right. All right. So let's get in the real data. This includes everyone.
Matthew's in this list.
Matthew is in this list. So we will see where Matthew resides amongst, oh, no, not that. You have to select, Patrick keeps telling me, make sure you select the visual before you drag on top of it. All right, there's the fishies. Here's the percent. Where's Matthew going to be? Oh, the little guy.
He doesn't like us at all.
He doesn't like us.
He's a negative percent. He's belly up. He's belly up. You don't
All
like.
right.
I can't believe you don't like me. I thought we were better than that, Matthew.
All right, that's all we got.
Thank you, guys.
You're 8? 8?
Yep.
I'm out.
They left me 5 minutes and they wonder why I don't like them. I mean, why I don't like them more. I'm going to throw out 2 more t-shirts as I introduce myself. We did say to everyone, show up early and sit up front, so I'm not going to throw these far. We'll go there. So one of the biggest things that I always struggle with is, what am I going to talk about? I really want to ask myself, what is it that gives me joy? You know, what are the things that are interesting and exciting and meaningful to me? So I had a bit lined up, but now I don't have time for it anymore. So we're
Sorry.
It's okay.
This is why you were belly up.
This is why I come last. So the answer, of course, is heavy metal. So we've got the Slayer pony shirt. I go on Manowar tours all the time. Who here, without knowing anything about my musical taste, just from looking at me, who can guess what my first ever concert was? Deep Purple. So it's not just me that heavy metal makes happy. There's lots of studies around heavy metal being good for your mental health. There are both small and large metal festivals that are starting to do mental health-related activities, so mindfulness and so on. And that most violent of music can really inspire joy and community. And what I want to do is really to jump into some of the data that's out there. So with no further ado, I bring you our new Power BI logo. This is the first time that we're showing it in person. I would also like to point out that if there's anyone from marketing in the audience, I didn't make this. And the data set that I'm working with, to give full credit where credit is due, there is this amazing website called metalarchives.com. They have data available for well over 100,000 metal bands, like the big ones that you probably know and the little ones that nobody's ever heard of. There's over 400,000 artists, almost 400,000 albums, and over 2.5 million songs. The Power BI desktop file that I used to build this report is almost 3/4 of a gigabyte in size, so it's not big data, but it's loud data.
Are the Pony Warriors a metal band?
Probably.
Okay.
There's a
We should make that.
There's a surprising amount of crossover between My Little Ponies and heavy metal because they're both magic and they're both about friendship. So, true story. So this data set, you know, I've been a metal fan for decades, but the data was new to me. I wanted to do some exploration to find what interesting patterns I could discover in the data itself. One interesting thing that I'd noticed when I was collecting records as a teenager, this was literally my first ever data project. So on 3x5 cards, I would keep track of all of the albums and the cassettes and later the CDs that I had. As I was learning programming, this was my project. So I would build a record collection program in any new language that I learned back in the 80s and 90s. And I always noticed that there were some letters in my collection that were more heavily represented than other letters. And the thing that was most interesting to me was that same pattern where S, A, D, and M that were, I don't know why these letters are more metal than others, and given the time constraints we won't learn today, I'd love to have someone to play him, thank you. Okay. But the other thing that I noticed is that when we have this in order, it actually spells out Sad Macbeth, which is the name of my Chemical Romance cover band. So the next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to put this data into a force-directed graph to see what musicians share relationships across multiple bands. And with this much data, what I really ended up with was something that looks more like the Death Star.
Yeah.
So it's like a dark side of the force-directed graph.
I like it.
Wow. They laughed at Phil's jokes, and literally no one laughed at the dark side.
Oh.
All right, so I'm just going to move on. Yeah, that did a lot for me. Thank you. So the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to see where the metal comes from. So we have this color-coded heat map that shows, without question, the most metal comes from America. But if we look at this, it's because America just has so many people, right? So the standard way of looking at this is actually to look at this per capita. So I pulled in data not just from Metal Archives, but also from the World Bank, where they have population data by country by year. And to no one's surprise, the Scandinavian countries. So if we look at America, we've got 82 metal bands per 1 million people as of the 2017 census data. And if we look at Finland as an example, we've got almost 700, so dramatically more. So if we're actually looking at the per capita metal, even Canada is more metal than America is. And this is a challenge to every American in the room.
John, you just made John happy.
Yeah. Well, John is actually the inspiration for this next view. So John and I were having a conversation yesterday, and we were talking about the differences between death metal and thrash metal and speed metal and grindcore. And he actually asked me, well, where does Rammstein fit into this? And it's like, dude, we're not talking about dance music. We're talking about metal. But as you can see, there's this whole wide variety, like if you've ever seen Forrest Gump with all the different types of shrimp, we've got many more types of metal than we do of shrimp. We're going to skip over some of the things in between, because a lot of what we're looking at is really around which bands are active, or what are the bands that are producing. And, I need metal in my life. It's the thing that gives me energy, the things that gives me joy. It's what keeps me going every day. It's what my coworkers listen to every day when I'm in the office. So if Sergey, if you're in the office, or if you're in the room right now, I'm not going to apologize.
But he brings cookies also, so it's fine.
Yes, the cookies are the thank you, or the I'm sorry, or however we think about that. But if we look at this top chart, this is the number of new metal bands that are being formed every year. So this is a really sad state. So you notice over the last couple decades, kids these days, they're just not doing what they need to do from a musical perspective, even though the bands that are there are continuing to produce. So one thing that I did, and I'm going to jump in, I'm just going to pick a random band here. So notice that we have, in the data set that I'm working with, we have a years active. And this one is pretty straightforward, but a lot of them will have this weird unstructured data. So it's like 2001, comma, 2004, comma, and so on and so forth, and through present. So it took a lot of work. This is the part of this report that I am actually most proud of, because it took the most work to parse through to show what bands are still active. So by year, how many active heavy metal bands are there in the world? And the thing that makes me happy, the note that we will close on, since thanks to Adam and Patrick, we are now 1 minute over, is that it's true, and we have the data to prove it, that heavy metal is not going anywhere. And probably next year, when I come back, I'll have more demos based on the same data set. So before we do anything more, let me do one final thing. Definitely fill out the evaluation for the session. All speakers come to the stage now. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't like.
All speakers come to the stage.
All speakers come on back up. But if you're that one guy that keeps coming back and rating us 1 star out of 5 and saying, I didn't learn anything useful, please stop coming. The rest of you, you're always welcome. Thank you very much.
Great job, Matthew. Great job, sir.